This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Entertainment Hour here on the Coast to Coast Network. I am Dragon Viper. I'm sorry if my voice sounds like it does right now. I'm still sick, but decided we could just go ahead and go on with the show anyway. I mean, I'm willing to do it. So, and my co-host here, Chris P. Bacon. How's it going today, Chris?
Doing good. Another good show. I believe everybody will like, and hope you guys enjoy.
Yep. Hopefully everybody does. Now, before we get started, go ahead and list some C2C shows coming up. And
yeah, I kind of made something up earlier. Just kind of pop on the screen. We're doing Entertainment Hour tonight. Baseball season's coming around the corner, so Saturdays in the next few weeks, we'll have on deck. NFL season just wrapped up, but we did morning tailgate. We'll probably do, some shows here and there throughout the off season. Callan will have his show Press Row, when he's available. I believe on like Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or whenever time permits. Thursdays we have Kicking It. Tuesdays, you have C2C Rankum, Sportsman on Wednesday. So there's a lot of shows here on Coast to Coast. Just keep watch for them, and stay tuned to the network.
Yep, that sounds really good, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, and we're still having shows coming on, and new shows trying to start up. I think they're having a couple technical issues or whatever with a couple of them, but eventually they'll be coming on. My mom, Jean, says, "Hi, guys. Hi." And Christy Wilson says, like they always say, the show must go on.
Right.
It must be going on. Yep. Absolutely. So, sick or not, I can still do it. And as she says, the show must go on. So, that's what we're doing. All right. Now we're going to be talking about a guy who created Pop-Tarts. In fact, it's funny. I had a discussion with my mom the other night when I found out he died. He died on Wednesday, on the 14th. So, but his name is William Post, and I had talked to my mom about this, and told her when Pop-Tarts were created, which was in 1964. So she was joking around about saying that she's older than Pop-Tarts. Yeah, she is. So, but yeah, he created Pop-Tarts, and the first flavors that he created was strawberry, blueberry, brown sugar, cinnamon, and apple currant. Which I can't imagine what it's like to be a creator. I create little things here or there, but I mean to have something so patent and so big that here you are from 64 all the way until 2024, where there was 4 flavors and now there's 20, or no, 40. Sorry, I think I read that wrong. 40 flavors. To have something to start off so small, end up so big years later, that's gotta be like an amazing feeling. And I mean, some people do it for the money, but some people do it for, you know, just because they want to make people happy.
Mhm.
Uh, so anyway, yeah, I mean, do you like Pop Tarts?
I do. I like the cinnamon one. I think there's a cookies and cream, like Oreo kind of style one. Blueberry's good. I like different flavors of them.
Yeah, and they're even trying to come out with even more.
I'm
So
sure.
I've been going on Facebook and looking up or I scroll through and I see all these different flavors popping up and I don't know if some of them are true. I don't know if it's them just making fun of the Pop Tarts and saying like crab flavored and stuff like that, trying to be funny. But yeah, I do like Pop Tarts too. I have had some different ones, but I think my favorite would happen to be brown sugar cinnamon. Uh,
That one's good.
yeah, and I mean, do you like to eat it from the package, or do you like to put it in the toaster first?
I can do both, but most of the time I like to put it, just take it out of the package and just eat it.
Yeah, easier and convenient, and you don't have to
Yep.
waste any time. So, especially when you're camping. Camping is, I feel when you're camping, definitely have to at least have one box of Pop Tarts there to snack on. So, but I like it toasted. Um, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to toast it if I'm in my car or something. So,
Right.
I will eat it right out of the package if I want. But yeah, I definitely would toast it if I was home or somewhere with a toaster.
Mhm.
And so anyway, yeah, he was 96. And I can't remember. He worked for um it was a breakfast company. Um trying to remember. Oh, he was a
Okay.
plant manager for
Oh,
a biscuit company, later known as Keebler. That's where I was going with that. It wasn't breakfast, but he did work for Keebler before he started his own product of Pop Tarts. So, and that's when Kellogg's asked him, or let's see, Kellogg's asked the company to create a new breakfast product. So, yeah,
mhm.
I mean, but yeah, he did work for Keebler, which they also have good cookies. Um,
They do.
anyway, so yeah, he definitely changed an era, um, about when it comes to breakfast.
Now, do you
Um,
do you count? I know it's technically a breakfast, but do you count Pop Tarts sometimes as a dessert, depending on the situation or the time of day? Or
I can consider it that. I can consider Pop Tarts being, I mean, anything.
yeah,
Breakfast, lunch, part of lunch, part of dinner, or maybe not so much dinner unless you can't think
unless
of
you're in a
something.
rush. But
Yeah, or you're in a rush. Um, but yeah, I could consider it dessert too because you have the frosting on it, and then of course the flavor inside. So yeah, I could see that. Um, and because of this, I, moving on to the next topic, I had mentioned about top 10 favorite cereals or breakfasts. And so go ahead and list your 10 favorite.
Yeah, I'll go 10 through 1. Uh, a bagel with cream cheese, number 10. Number 9, a breakfast burrito. Number 8 would be a Greek yogurt parfait. Although, kind of like the Pop Tart, that could be a dessert too, but that's one
Yeah,
of
I've
them.
seen it as a dessert.
Smoothie bowl. I'm going to just say toast, but they put avocado toast. Uh, French toast, number 5. Number 4 would be omelet. 3 would be bacon and eggs. 2 would be a pancake. And number 1, I go with eggs over easy, but they put eggs Benedict.
Yeah. Well, that's a good list. Yeah, I went and did kind of a mixture of I labeled breakfast, but I also labeled some cereal too. So I know cereal is its own brand, but hey, why not? So I labeled I did number 10 Lucky Charms cereal, number 9 pancakes, number 8 cinnamon flavored life cereal, number 7 eggs and bacon, because you got to have the bacon.
Right.
um, Number 6 is sausage. Number 5 is Captain Crunch cereal. Number 4 is Fruit Loops cereal. Number 3 is breakfast burritos, because those are amazing, especially from someplace like Taco Bell or McDonald's. I really like those. Number 2 is I couldn't decide between Cheerios cereal, and the egg sausage and cheese Chris
Okay.
sandwiches from Burger King.
Oh,
Those,
yeah, those are good.
yeah, those are good. And number 1, it was a tie between Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, because that is my ultimate number 1 cereal of all time. And also, I had down here sausage. I mean, anything sausage, egg, and cheese. It could be burrito, could be, McMuffin, could be. But yeah, I had that as number 1 as well. So I kind of mixed mine up a little bit.
That's a good list.
So anyway, yeah. So those our lists were good. And now we're gonna go ahead and move on. Again, I do apologize. I'm a little out there, sick and all. So, anyway, we're moving on to album of the week. I ended up choosing, and I know my mom is watching, so she's going to be happy to hear this, because she has a huge crush on this guy. George Strait.
Oh, yeah.
She has a huge crush on him, and I guess it doesn't matter how ugly he ends up getting as he's getting older, she's still going to have that crush on him. So, but I chose George Strait's album Blue Clear Sky. It was done in 1996. A few of the songs is Blue Clear Sky, Carried Away, and I Can Still Make Cheyenne. Pretty good songs. I I can listen to it just like others I've listed on here. I can listen to it over and over and over again. So, yeah, I really enjoy that album, and I know it's somewhere in my collection in my spare bedroom. That CD's in there. So, anyway, go ahead and do yours.
Yeah, I don't really have one, but I'm trying to find. It's acting weird, but like the top album right now, but it's some reason giving me a nothing. Um, I was gonna do one besides Taylor Swift because that's number one, but
Well, of course, it's number one.
of course, yeah. I think Kanye was number two, so I don't know. I don't really have one per se, but I thought that was interesting.
Okay. All right.
I'll keep
So,
looking. Maybe we'll come back to it, but I'll keep looking.
okay. And moving on, I threw this out there because, I mean, I tend to, like I say, talk fast, and, so I end up running out things to out topics, and still have plenty of time. So anyway, I'm throwing this in there. Celebrity birthdays for today. I just had to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so a few of the celebrity birthdays today. I mean, you have R&B singer The Weeknd, with hits like The Hills and Can't Feel My Face. That's actually a good song.
It is.
Uh,
I like that one.
he is actually turning, I believe, 33 today.
Wow.
So, happy birthday to him. And everybody that knows everybody, I think that's how the phrase goes. Um, they know who Ice-T is.
Ice baby.
No,
Oh, that's Vanilla Ice. Never
yeah,
mind.
that's Vanilla Ice.
I pity the fool. There
No,
you go.
no. But yeah, anybody who is anybody knows that who Ice-T is, which is a rapper. He started out as a rapper and ended up becoming a mainstay in NBC drama Law and
Law and
Order,
Order SVU.
SVU. Yeah. Um, and we actually have some comments here. Gene Carlson says, "Hey, yeah, I was talking about George Strait, so that's why she said that." Christy Wilson, Taylor Swift is always number one. That's the one good thing about people having their own opinions, and why we're not robots. Gene says Taylor's not my number one in my book. Neither is she in mine. And then Christy Wilson says Ice-T was a rapper long before Law and Order SVU. Yeah,
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is a good actor. I mean, you've got people, and we may have to do a top 10 list of singers in movies, but
or TV, because some of them did TV
yeah,
too.
or TV, one of these days. But yeah, I just remember back in the 80s and 90s where I was born and I grew up. You had people like Ice-T, Ice Cube, who were rappers, or we'll just say singer, rappers / singers, because they decided to pretty much retire from their genre of music and then go into acting. And then, and this may be an unpopular decision to some, but I Ice Cube's acting. I like Ice-T's acting. I think they're really, really good. Yeah, Gene
like
says
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
Because he did NCIS Los Angeles, but he still did music too.
Yeah. I don't know. I know there was I think there was an actual movie he was in too. I don't remember. But he I do remember now. I think he was in there. Yeah, I'd have to watch some of his movies because I don't recall watching any of his movies. But yeah, LL Cool J is a very good actor. I'm gonna right at the moment. I'm gonna take your word for it, Christy, because yeah, I do not remember watching anything of his. And Gene says such great drinks because I'm talking about Ice Cube and Ice-T. And yeah, okay, okay, mother. So anyway, yeah, so we'll have to do a thing about what is it? We'll have to do a thing about movies with celebrities in it. But anyway, he was born. Ice-T is 65 today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he doesn't even. I don't think he shows his age really, in my opinion. But yeah, he's 65. I mean, and then where'd my LeVar Burton. I don't know. I don't know
I've
if you
heard of
ever.
him. I've heard of him.
I don't know if you've ever seen shows like Star Trek: The Next Generation or Reading Rainbow when you were a kid.
I remember that one. Yeah.
So he actually was the main host in Reading Rainbow. He was what was his name? But anyway, he played on Star Trek Next Generation. And he was really good. Oh, he was LaForge on Star Trek. So he was the guy with the thing across his eyes. Wait, no. I'm thinking of yeah, that's him. Yeah, he was the guy with the visor across his eyes. Yeah, I like him. I mean, I did watch Reading Rainbow as a kid, and he did amazing in it. But yeah, he turned 66 today. And then we also have let's see. Yeah, we also have William Catt, who was the star of the Greatest American Hero TV series in the early 80s. And he was also in Heroes and House of Pain. While his mom was actually in the Perry Mason TV series. So that's interesting. So I mean he's turned 72 today. I can't even talk now. So yeah, I mean some pretty good birthdays today.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Christy says LeVar Burton was also in the miniseries Roots. I completely forgot about that.
Didn't they make a remake of that? Remake a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I believe so. But I remember him in the original, and yeah, I completely forgot. So, wow, that shocked me. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. Gene Carlson says, I like The Greatest American Hero. Great show. Never seen it. So I can't say it.
I probably
do.
have. I just don't remember.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
the same with me. I probably have. I mean, it was in the 80s. I was born in 84. So maybe I saw it. I don't know. And if I did, it had to have been with my mom. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on. We have a top 10 plot twists list. I did this list, but I did it with naming the titles of the movies that have plot twists in it.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know exactly how you did yours. So I'm going to have you start off.
So we got, number 10 would be The Walking Dead. 9 will be Sherlock. 8 would be Westworld. 7 would be Buffy the Vampire Slayer. 6 would be The Sixth Sense. 5 would be Lost. 4 would be Breaking Bad. 3 would be A Good Place. 2 would be The Red Wedding, and I couldn't really think of another, so I guess that would be number 1, but I had 9 of them.
All right. Yeah, that's a good list, and that's pretty much what I did. I just listed I did a list of names of names of movies, and if you guys want to know the plot twists in those movies, you'll have to watch them. So,
No spoilers.
huh?
No spoilers here.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, so number 10, I started with Shutter Island. That's a really good movie. It came out years ago. I want to say maybe 2007 ish.
Oh wow.
With Leonardo DiCaprio, and I didn't think I was gonna like it, but then all of a sudden I watched it and I'm like, that's not a bad show. It confused me at first with the plot twist, but so I had to watch it a second time. I'm like, okay, now I get it. Then we have Gone Girl, Scream, Saw. I mean, I think any of the Saw movies really have plot twists all over in those movies. I don't know if you've seen them, Chris, but
I think I've seen a couple of them, yeah.
But they have plot twists in those movies. The Sixth Sense, the number 23 with Jim Carrey, that was kind of creepy, but I liked it, and so there's a plot twist in that. Psycho, American Psycho, The Mist, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like Who Framed Roger Rabbit because, I watched it growing up, so I enjoyed it. And so I think those were pretty much pretty good lists there. Let's see here.
Now I know with Lost, it was like one of those shows you had to like watch on a daily basis, because if you missed out, then you'd be totally, no pun intended, but lost of what was going on.
Yeah, I've never actually seen that show.
I think I saw bits and pieces when I was little, but or when it came on and I was a little younger. But I haven't seen a full season, full series. But
Yeah, because I've never I imagine picturing the title of the show, but I actually have not seen any of the show. I don't even know what it's about.
I think there, if I remember right, maybe people in the comments will remember. Can help me out. But like a plane lands in the middle of a jungle. They're technically lost. They have to find your way. Think of it like Castaway. I think.
Yeah, I've heard of that show. I haven't seen it, but I actually have heard of it.
So
Yeah. So any other thing around the entertainment news here? I mean, I see that Taylor Swift donated. I know I don't like hearing about her, but this is a kind gesture that she did. I guess there was shooting happened at
the
in
Chiefs
Kansas
Super Bowl.
City. Yeah, at the Kansas City Super Bowl win for the Chiefs. There was a parade for them, and there was a shooting, and I guess Taylor Swift donated $100,000 to the family of the woman who was killed in it. So, I mean, she's annoying as
She's really
very annoying, but she is very. I guess she is very generous. So I
yeah,
do give her that.
yeah,
Um,
and that's good. She did that.
huh?
It's good she did that. She needed to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see that she ended up doing that. And um, prayers and all that for those people that did get involved in that had that happen to them, and for the people that had to watch it happen. So,
Yeah.
um,
So I saw, I think going through social media feed, Post Malone, the singer, he's going to be the next, like,
yeah.
the next person for Roadhouse.
Oh, for Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Wow, that I didn't know.
They're redoing that again.
How many times are they gonna do that? That's crazy.
Too many. Too many.
Yeah, clearly. Well, and it's funny you bring up Post Malone because I was just looking at a news feed today, and they had mentioned that Post Malone is going to be the next. He's going to be the next person to be added as a playable character in the game WWE 24. What was it? 2K24.
Yeah, I heard that they said that today on SmackDown.
Oh,
And that he's gonna have, like, he made the soundtrack for the game.
oh, did he?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, really? So he's going to be a playable character?
And I'm sure at some point he'll be an actual competitor in the real wrestling.
Why not? You had Bad Bunny, you have Logan Paul. Why not just have Post Malone do it too?
He'll show up on Raw in Dallas one day and just get, I don't know.
Well, I'm not even saying he'd be a bad wrestler, but I am saying he better start off a little lower than Bad Bunny did or Logan Paul. I mean,
Hey, Logan Paul started in a tag team. I mean,
so did Bad Bunny.
oh, that's true. Damian Priest, yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but Bad Bunny knew when it was his time to do his own thing. Well, Logan Paul didn't. and he thinks he can wrestle. But we'll get into that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But what else around entertainment?
I know, and we can talk about on Morning Tailgate too, but the Patriots are releasing a Dynasty documentary, and it's supposed to go, like a deep dive into the past, and old wounds are going to open up with the team and Brady and all this stuff. So that should be fun. It's on Apple TV.
Yeah, that should be interesting because yeah, I don't like Tom Brady.
And that's a documentary you should watch.
I'm probably going to. Do you remember the name of it?
It's called Dynasty.
Dynasty? Okay.
Yeah. Not the TV show.
No, I know the TV show Dynasty. I knew some people that watched that show, and yeah, I didn't really care for it much. But other than that, I think we're gonna cut this a little short today because
That's fine.
I'm sick, and I hope everybody's okay with that. I guarantee it'll be a better show next week, hopefully.
All right.
But I do apologize. We had to do a show. I had to call. I had to say, hey, let's just do a show anyway.
Right.
So, if there's nothing else, I guess we can go ahead and close it out.
I don't have anything.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and. Yeah. Okay. Jean says, Post Malone. She says no. And then she says, good thing Brady isn't wanting to wrestle. Yeah. He'd be as bad as some
Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk almost did. But he'd be almost as bad as Roman Reigns. So I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and close it out. Do you have any last minute word there, Chris?
Thanks everyone for watching and tuning in. Good show. Hope you're feeling, get to feeling better, Dragon Viper, and we'll see you guys next week for another entertainment hour, and just stay with Coast to Coast for more shows and more editions.
No, sounds good. Good. And yeah, thank you for my mother and Christy Wilson both commenting, and for everybody that watches the show. Again, I do apologize. I'm pretty well spent working graveyards like I do, and then being sick on top of it. And so I'm hoping I get better real quick because I'm going to be busy for the next month. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a good night and a good weekend. And we will go ahead and see you next week here on Entertainment Hour.